Victor Echeverre, the Ambassador of Colombia in India. We begin with the welcome address by the Director General of ICCR, Shri Kumar Tuhin. May I request him to kindly come on the stage and address the gathering.
Excellency, Ambassador of Colombia, Ecuador, Chile, and other Latin American countries, Ambassador of Spain, and other excellencies present today, and dear friends. I extend a very warm welcome to you on the second day of India Latin America Cultural Festival. I have already spoken yesterday about the festival, and therefore I would not take too much time today. As I indicated to you that this is the 4th edition of this festival that we are organizing this year. I recall the first one was organized in 2012, then in 16, then third one in 19, and of course then it got some gap because of the reasons, COVID and other issues. And we are very happy that we are again organizing this year. And I should thank you all, the audience, for coming in such large numbers and making this event a big success. Personally, I would mention that I had the chance to visit both Colombia and Ecuador. I think it was in 2013 or 2014. And what a beautiful country. Both countries so beautiful, and not only I had the chance to travel from Colombia to Ecuador by road, but also was able to spend a few days in both countries, and personally see for myself the hospitality of the two peoples, and also the great love that both Colombians and Ecuadorians have for music and dance, and that is very, very visible in wherever you go in those countries. You can see that happening in clubs, in other institutions, on the street side and everywhere. And that's why I'm very, very thankful to our friend, our ambassador from Colombia and Ecuador for bringing these two great groups here. One is a musical band from Colombia, and then there's a duo from Ecuador. And I'm sure you will enjoy the music today. So let me stop here. And once again, thank you all for coming. Thank both my ambassador friends for bringing these great groups. And I invite you to enjoy this evening. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I now request Shri G.V. Srinivas, Additional Secretary, Ministry of External Affairs, to kindly speak on the occasion.
Good evening. 30 years ago, when in 1993 I joined this service and I had to pick up a language, I picked up Spanish because the chances were pretty high that I'll be going to Latin America. The visuals of Latin America, the culture, the beautiful interest that they have in music and the dance was something which was so attractive to me that I landed in Mexico. In a short span of 5 years, I was in Mexico, Cuba, Venezuela. Then I have to return to the country once again, Brazil. And as a part of my job, I have been to multiple places. To see the vibrancy of dance, music of Latin America, one has to go to Latin America. But be as it may, thanks to the ambassadors of Chile, Colombia, and Ecuador, that we will have a glimpse of the culture during the festival, the 4th one, the last day of the 2-day festival today. And I hope that more and more Latin American and the Caribbean countries join in the future festivals, which will be organized again by ICCR. Thank you very much. Enjoy.
Thank you. I now request His Excellency, Mr. Teodoro Maldonado, the Ambassador of Ecuador and India, to kindly speak on the occasion.
Good evening, Mr. Director General of the ICCR, Mr. Additional Secretary for Latin America and the Caribbean, ambassadors and high commissioners, ladies and gentlemen. I am the ambassador of Ecuador, Teodoro Maldonado, and I just want to say a few brief words about the program we're about to enjoy tonight. Ecuador, like India, is a diverse and culturally very rich country due to our three distinct geographical, or four rather, areas. We have the coastal plains on the Pacific coast, the Andes Mountains that cross the country vertically, the Amazon jungle, and offshore, the Galapagos Islands. This geographical diversity, as I said, calls for different cultural expressions. In the case of music, the music we are going to listen to tonight, some of it from the coast is lively. The music from the highlands might evoke the quiet solitude of the Andean moors in the highlands, and the music of the jungle, the Amazon jungle, part of the country, might recall the singing of exotic birds. But it all comes together because music transmits emotions and transmits, therefore, is the most abstract of the arts, and that is why it is a universal language. So I hope you enjoy the program. A brief words about the artists too. We have a pianist, Mr. Juan Carlos Escudero, and a violinist, Mr. Jorge Sade. Both accomplished artists. They have performed in many venues across the world, Carnegie Hall, Kennedy Center. They come from the Municipal Philharmonic Orchestra of Guayaquil, and they have prepared a program by great Ecuadorian composers, academic instrumental music, which is inspired in all these popular and different genres of music that we have in the country. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope you find it as mystifying as the Ecuadorian public found the Indian music. The Municipal Orchestra of Guayaquil brought to Ecuador recently. They had Maestro Shubhendra Rao playing the sitar, and the audience was mesmerized. So I hope you enjoyed as well, and you are as mystified and enthralled with the Ecuadorian music. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Your Excellency. I now invite His Excellency, Mr. Victor Echeverri, the Ambassador of Colombia to India, and request him to speak on the occasion.
Thank you. Good evening. This won't be too long. I just want to thank the ICCR, President Vinay, the Director General Kumar from the Ministry of External Affairs, Mr. Srinivas. Thank you very much for this organization. This is an opportunity to show a little bit of Colombia. My friend, Ambassador Teodoro, was telling about the richness of Ecuador, the music and its culture. So you will be traveling in this presentation that is the second and last day of this fourth edition of the festival from Ecuador tonight. And then we will receive from Ecuador and we will take you in this trip from the south to the north of Colombia, reaching the Caribbean. This is why tonight I am wearing this. This is called Guayabera. Guayabera is not only Colombian, it's something that belongs to all of us in Latin America, especially the Caribbeans, our friends in the Caribbean, to Venezuela, to Colombia, to Ecuador, to Peru, Central America. It's part of us. It's called the Guayabera. I also brought for this presentation this hat. This hat, thank you. I think that I'm very proud of this hat because this is one of the few things that we can find in Colombia that is authentically Colombian. So if you see, Latin America, we share so many things in Latin America and the Caribbean. We share the ceviche, we share the arepas, and we all say that it belongs to our own countries. It belongs to all of us. But this is very special. This is called volteado hat. Volteado means like turning around itself. So I will put it on to talk to you briefly about the presentation of Abocarao from Colombia. Thank you. Just briefly, this presentation, the performance by Abocarao, will be divided in 5 segments, and we will bring you this kind of music. First, this will be porro and cumbia. Porro, not the porro from Spain. That is something different, you know, Ambassador. This is a rhythm from the north of Colombia and also from Panama, from Venezuela, porro, and the Caribbean. Also the cumbia. We will bring the 3 songs, some of them classics, some of them new songs by Juanes, a Grammy winner. Then we will go to Vallenato, and this hat belongs to that area in the north of Colombia. Vallenato is very famous. Then we will go to Bambuco and Mapalé. Mapalé is amazing music because it's very strong, very vivid, very, very powerful. Someday we will bring someone dancing Mapalé like this, and that is crazy. I hope someday we will bring some dancers of Mapalé. Then, segment 4 is for salsa. I know that you in India, you are such great dancers and singers, but especially dancers. You can get hypnotized while looking at the pictures in Bollywood dancing. And the salsa belongs to all our region in Latin America and the Caribbean. And at last, we will hear in the segment 5 a more new wave that is reggaeton, that is so famous reggaeton, by Mi Gente, Chantaje, and Abocarao. Will be closing it with Shakira's My Hips Don't Lie. But, and lastly, my friends, let me tell you, Abocarao has been gone so many years within the music, and his leader, Santiago, probably some of you know Santiago. And the good thing about Abocarao is that Abocarao has been the house of many artists, not only in India, but also Latin American artists. And I would like to express my thankfulness to the friends to the members of Abocarao that they are receiving precisely the support by some fellows from India. So Abocarao will be Santiago. Probably Santiago will be wearing this hat. Belen, Raja, Nitin, Cherwan, and our Angelica that will be joining tonight to Abocarao. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Before we begin this evening's program, may I request you to kindly switch off your cell phones or put them on silent mode. We will begin this evening's program with the presentation by the musical duo Jorge Sade and Juan Carlos Escudero. Mr. Jorge Sade, violinist, director of the Philharmonic Orchestra Department, and the Artistic Education Director at the Municipality of Guayaquil, professor of violin and viola at the University of the Arts in Guayaquil. Mr. Sade has been trained by some of the finest in the world, which include the renowned violinist and pedagogue Thomas Moore and violin virtuoso Ruggiero Ricci, to name a few. He has performed concerts and recitals in over 45 countries. He, along with pianist Juan Carlos Escudero, have won the ACE Award by the Association of Entertainment Critics, ACE of New York. Juan Carlos Escudero is pianist, general coordinator of the Municipal Philharmonic Orchestra of Guayaquil, and is the director and professor at the Sonata Music Academy of Guayaquil. He is recognized as one of the leading pianists of Latin America. He has performed extensively the world over, and the duo have performed at many prestigious venues together, including at the Carnegie Hall, New York. So, ladies and gentlemen, presentation by the musical duo Jorge Sade and Juan Carlos Escudero.
Thank you very much for Juan Carlos and me. It's a real pleasure and honor to be here tonight and play some music by Ecuadorian composers. This first piece was written by Claudio Aizaga, and it's called Watercolor in E minor. We're going to play another watercolor by Aizaga entitled Watercolor in A minor. Aizaga uses melodies from the highlands of Ecuador with a little more contemporary harmony. Next, we're going to perform a piece by probably one of the most well-recognized Ecuadorian composers. His name is Gerardo Guevara. Gerardo Guevara just turned 92 years old 2 weeks ago. He is the father of the nationalism in Ecuadorian music. He studied in Paris with one of the most famous composer teachers in the 20th century, with Nadia Boulanger. Nadia Boulanger was the teacher of the famous North American composer Aaron Copland and Argentinian composer Astor Piazzolla. So Guevara studied with her. And this first piece we're going to perform is called Yaraví. Yaraví is a very sad song from the highlands. This next piece by Gerardo Guevara, it's a pasillo. Pasillo is the musical form more traditional in Ecuador. It's usually in minor key. Ecuadorian music is usually in a minor key. It has this little sadness of the highlands. And it has an ABA form. You have a minor part, then you have a middle central part with a major key, and then a minor, again, minor key. Pasillo means short steps, and it's a variation of the Venetian waltz. So this is his Pasillo in A minor from Gerardo Guevara. He dedicated this Pasillo to me. He wrote this piece in 1998. Thank you very much. Now I'm going to leave Juan Carlos to perform 3 pieces for piano solo. The first one is also by Gerardo Guevara, and it's entitled The Scarecrow. It's also a pasillo. The second piece is by Luis Humberto Salgado, also a very well-known Ecuadorian composer. He was a very prolific composer. He wrote all types of music, symphonies, 9 symphonies for orchestra. He wrote a ballet, piano concertos, violin concerto, cello concerto, viola concerto. He was a really, really prolific composer. And he wrote this beautiful short piece for piano, which is called Nocturnal, or a nocturne for piano solo. And the last piece he will perform, it's by Corsino Duran Carrion. Corsino Duran Carrion was also a well-known composer in Quito especially. He was the director of the National Symphony Orchestra at one time. He was a violinist, but he wrote several miniatures, several short pieces, and this one for piano is called Añoranzas, or Longing. So I believe Juan Carlos Escudero to perform these 3 pieces. Thank you. This next piece is also by Corsino Duran Carrión, and it's entitled ¿Cómo has cambiado? You have changed. How you have changed. I'm sorry. He corrected me. Sorry, the violin, it's a living entity. And this violin is 290 years old. So he's an old man. And all these weather changes, you're outside, it's very hot and very humid. We get in here, it's very cold and dry. So he starts suffering. So I have to treat him well. The next pieces are by one also of the well-known Ecuadorian composers, Enrique Espín Yepes. Enrique Espín Yepes was a violinist, and he lived most of his life in Mexico. He met in Ecuador a very famous Polish violinist. His name was Henryk Schering. He came to play a concert in Quito when he was a young man, and he asked Schering if he could go with him and study violin with him. So he went. At that time, Schering had fled Europe because of the Second World War, and he came to live in Mexico. So he took Enrique Espín Yepes with him, and he studied with Schering and became his principal assistant as a violin teacher. I had the opportunity to study with Enrique Espín Yepes. He was a wonderful man. And this first piece is called Pasillo in A minor. Ecuadorian composers love the key of A minor. There are a lot of pasillos written in this key. This next pasillo is probably one of the most famous pasillos in Ecuador. Enrique Espín Yepes wrote this piece as an academic pasillo for violin and piano. He loved the music of a Belgian composer. His name was Henry Buton. And Espín Yepes took the main theme from the Violin Concerto No. 5 and wrote this academic pasillo for violin and piano. But when he was in Mexico, he was in love with a married woman. And this woman did not correspond with his love. So in one evening, he was having a musical soiree with his friends, and they were playing music, and they were playing this pasillo. They decided to put words into it. And it changed from the academic pasillo for violin and piano to a song. So the original name is Romance in homage to Buton. But everybody in Ecuador know it by the name Pasional, which is the name of the pasillo. So it will be a passionate. So this is Pasional by Enrique Espín Yepes. Before we play the last piece of the program, I would like to thank the ICCR for this wonderful invitation. They have treated us fantastically well. We have felt so good and so nice here in India that we want to come back, actually. Thank you very much for the kind hospitality. I'm now getting used to the spicy food. I love it now. I was having problems at the beginning, but now it's just fantastic. And we have enjoyed so much the culture, the people, the kindness. You know, everybody has treated us fantastically. We played in Kolkata, and their warmth and hospitality was fantastic. Thank you very much. I also would like to thank my dear friend, Ambassador, His Excellency Teodoro Maldonado. We are friends for over 25 years. We were diplomats together in Washington. He was the counselor in charge of the Congress and the political affairs, and I was in charge of culture and press. So we've been friends for 25 years, and I'm so happy to see him as our ambassador. We have a wonderful ambassador here in India. And when he was appointed, I thought, my God, I'm going to play in India finally. Thank you, Teodoro. Thank you very much. Thank you. And then in the name of Juan Carlos and me, thank to all of you for having us, for this warm welcome. And again, thank you to the ICCR for this fantastic invitation. Thank you very much. This last piece is entitled Ecuadorian Dance by Enrique Espín Yepes. One more piece? Okay. Okay, but we're not going to play an Ecuadorian piece now. We're going to play a piece by a Cuban composer. We wanna let you in the dancing mood. This piece is by Guido López Gavilán, and it's entitled En Mi Menor Conga, in E minor, my minor conga. It's a conga for violin and piano, so hope you enjoy it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was a presentation from Ecuador. Next will be a presentation from Colombia. Kindly give us a few minutes to set the stage. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we now have for you presentation by the Latin band Abacorao from Colombia. Abacorao is a Latin band comprising members from different places around the world. The band has participated in several fairs and festivals such as the Suraj Kund Mela, ULAT for Culture, and Udaipur World Music Festival, and has been a part of diverse national and Independence Day celebrations for many European and Latin American countries. Abacorao is recognized for its unique sound, characterized by Caribbean vibes and the fusion of pop and rock with the tropical styles like salsa, merengue, bachata, reggaeton, and cumbia, among others. The creator, director, and vocalist of Abacorao is Santiago Ramirez Henao, popularly known as Santi Ramirez. He is a Colombian folklorist and artist who has been involved with traditional and popular music from a very young age. In 2020, Santi Ramirez moved to New Delhi, India, and has made his way into the musical industry of Delhi, becoming the only Latino to compose, arrange, record, produce, and sing music in Spanish. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Latin band Abacorao from Colombia.
Hola.
Check. Check 1, 2.
Eh. Two hours of sound check, but in Jaipur, I think. Let's go, guys. Que mis ojos se despierten con la luz de tu mirada y yo a Dios le pido que mi madre no se muera y que mi padre me recuerde, que te quedes a mi lado y que más nunca te me vayas mi vida, que mi alma no descanse cuando la muerte se tras de mi cielo, un segundo más de vida para darte y mi corazón entero entregarte, un segundo más de vida para darte y a tu lado para siempre yo quedarme, un segundo más de vida yo a Dios le pido que si me muero sea de amor y si me enamoro sea de Dios y que de tu voz y este corazón todos los días a Dios le pido que si me muero sea de amor y si me enamoro sea de vos, que de tu voz y este corazón todos los días yo a Dios le pido. Tengo una camisa negra, hoy mi amor está de luto. Hoy tengo en el alma una pena y es por culpa de tu embrujo. Yo sé que tú ya no me quieres y eso es lo que más me hiere. Que tengo una camisa negra y una pena que me duele. Mal parece que solo me quedé y fue pura todita tu mentira. Que maldita mala suerte la mía y aquel día te encontré por beber del veneno malevo de tu adiós. Yo quedé moribundo y lleno de dolor, respiré de ese humo amargo de tu adiós. Y desde que tú te fuiste yo solo tengo una camisa negra, porque negra tengo el alma. Yo por ti perdí la calma y casi pierdo hasta mi cama. Come on, come on, come on, baby. Te digo con disimulo que tengo la camisa negra y debajo tengo el difunto. ¡Vamos! Bueno, vamos con la palmita. With the claps. Ya, 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 ya.
siempre vivemos a nuestra patria querida.
Su sueño es una oración y es un canto de la vida. Su sueño es una oración y es un canto de la vida.
Cantando, cantando yo viviré.
Colombia, tierra querida.
Cantando, cantando yo viviré.
Colombia, tierra querida. Colombia, tierra querida.
Cantando, cantando yo viviré.
Colombia, tierra querida. ¡Vamos! Llegó el 20 de enero, ¡vamos! La fiesta de Cincelejo, los barcos engalanados, la gente espera el ganado. Esta sí es la fiesta buena,
La fiesta en Corraleja.
esta sí es la fiesta buena.
La fiesta en Corraleja.
Esta sí es la fiesta buena,
Corraleja.
esta fiesta buena.
La fiesta en Corraleja.
Oye, muchísimas gracias. Thank you so much. Now we are alike. Well, it's a pleasure to see you all here. Thank you for coming. Now we are moving to a particular zone, a particular city or region in the North Caribbean region of Colombia. And this song is about a challenge. When you feel challenged by another one, but you know you're better in this matter, talking about music. This is called La Gota Fría. Let's go for it. Moralito de aquel día que estuviste en Urumita, no quisiste hacer parranda, te fuiste de mañanita.
Será de la misma rabia.
Te fuiste de mañanita.
Será de la misma rabia.
En mi nota soy extenso, a mí nadie me corrige. En mi nota soy extenso, a mí nadie me corrige. Para tocar con Lorenzo.
Mañana es sábado de a la Virgen.
Para tocar con Lorenzo.
Mañana es sábado de a la Virgen.
Ahí me lleva él o me lo llevo yo.
Pa' que se acabe la vaina.
Me lleva él o como las hojas al viento, como el sol espanta el frío, como la tierra la lluvia, como el mar espera el río. Así espero tu regreso a la tierra del olvido. Oye, nos vamos, nos vamos. One more time, one more time. Dice así, dice así. Tú tienes la llave de mi corazón. Yo te quiero más que a mi vida porque sin tu amor yo me muero. Tú tienes la llave de mi corazón. Yo te quiero más que a mi vida porque sin tu amor, vamos, no me muero. Que yo me muero. Yo me muero. Okay, everyone with the claps. I wanna see your hands. Cha, 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 cha. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. It's your turn. 1, 2, 3, ha. La 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 la. One more time, one more time. Louder. La 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 la. La. Getting better, huh? La 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 la. Te mando flores para que adornes tu casa, que la más roja se te siempre a la entrada. Cada mañana que no le falte agua, bien tempranito levantarte a regala. A cada una puedes ponerle un nombre para que tenga siempre a tu llamada. Cosita linda puede ser la más gorda, la margarita que se llame Mariana. Te mando flores para que adornes tu casa, que la más roja se te siempre a la entrada. Cada mañana que no les falte agua, bien tempranito levantarte a regalas. A cada una puedes ponerle un nombre para que tenga siempre a tu llamada. Cosita linda puede ser la más gorda, hay la margarita que se llame Mariana. Muchísimas gracias. In the center of the country, we have one style that is called bambuco. We have two different kind of bambucos, one for fiesta, for rumba, for party. The second one is just to hear and to dance. Very alike, very similar of what we just heard from this amazing couple. I just want to congratulate them because they are amazing. This Ecuadorian. One applause for them, yeah. Thank you guys for bringing the folklore here. So we have a special medley tonight that is made of bambuco and mapale, two different regions, one from the center, one from the northern coast of Colombia. Let's go. I want to hear some claps there. Cha, 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 cha. tierra todo es gloria cuando se canta el joropo, cuando se canta el joropo. Si es que vas a bailar el mundo parece poco. Y vamos cantando, vamos bailando, y vamos bailando, caramba, que me vuelvo loco. Mi tierra todo es gloria cuando se canta el joropo, cuando se canta el joropo. Si es que vas a bailar el mundo parece poco. Y vamos cantando, y vamos bailando, y vamos cantando, caramba, que me vuelvo loco. Sirva un trago de a 5 y sirva otro de a 50 y sirva sin descanso hasta que pierda la cuenta. Y vamos a bailar al son de este joropo, la vida hay que gozar. Sírvame un trago de a 5 y sírvame otro de a 50 y sirva sin descanso hasta que pierda la cuenta. Y vamos a bailar al son de este joropo, la vida hay que gozar. No hay guayabo que resista este joropo caliente, por eso es que está con celo mi compadre el aguardiente. Feliz se viene y van sin pensar en el dinero, tocando triple guitarra pa' cantar el sanjuanero. No hay guayabo que resista este joropo caliente, por eso es que está con celo mi compadre el aguardiente. Feliz se vienen y van sin pensar en el dinero, tocando triple guitarra pa' cantar el sanjuanero. ¡Vamos! Allow me 10 seconds. Okay, the next medley we call segments or sections of the show. This one is called salsa. I'm pretty sure you know salsa. But there's one interesting fact. I'm not sure about the time, but someone asked another person, hey, what are you playing? What is this we're playing? This is not mambo, this is not bomba, this is not Cuban song. How do we call this? What do we call this? Somebody said like, this is like ketchup. This is flavor. This is the origin of the word salsa. Salsa in Spanish means sauce, the flavor. So this is salsa for you guys, Colombian salsa. Let's go. en los años 1600, cuando el tirano mandó las calles de Cartagena, aquella historia vivió cuando allí llegaban esos guerreros africanos en cadena, besaban mi tierra, esclavitud perpetua, esclavitud perpetua, esclavitud perpetua. Oh yeah, on the piano, Vatsal. Cha 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 cha. Luz de un nuevo cielo, Cali, pachanguero, Cali, luz de un nuevo cielo. Que todo, que todo, que todo, que todo, que todo el mundo te cante, que todo el mundo te mime. Celoso estoy pa' que mires, no me voy más ni por miles. Que todo el mundo te cante, que todo el mundo te mime. Celoso estoy pa' que mires, no me voy más ni por miles. Permita que me arrepienta, oh mi bella cenicienta. Si me arrodillas mi presencia, si mi esencia poco aprenta. Que todo el mundo te cante, que todo el mundo te mime. Celoso estoy pa' que mires, no me voy más ni por miles. Hay un clásico en el San Juan, adornado de mujeres sin par. América Cali a ganar, aquí no se puede empatar. Que todo el mundo te cante, que todo el mundo te mime. Celoso estoy pa' que mires, no me voy más ni por miles. Y a mí ya siento tu aroma, cualquier adulto razona que en Cali hasta mis señoras, señores, lo demás es loma. Taram, param, pam, param. ¡Vamos! Cali. Oh yeah. Without a doubt, This is a special night. Special night, that's all. Everyone will remember what has happened tonight. Thank you guys for coming. That's amazing, amazing in the meet. Well, the last segment of our show, of course, is the reggaeton. So the dance floor is yours. Nobody is prohibiting it, so you can dance. Let's go. El ritmo te lleva a mover la cabeza y empezamos como es. Mi música no discrimina a nadie, así que vamos a romper. Toda mi gente se mueve, mira el ritmo como nos tiene. Hago música que entretiene. Mi música no tiene fuerte bailando y toda mi gente se mueve. Mira el ritmo como nos tiene. Hago música que entretiene. Mi música lo tiene fuerte bailando y se baila así. ¡Vamos! ¿Dónde está mi gente? Benedete. ¿Y dónde está mi gente? Say yeah, yeah, yeah. 2, 3, oh, 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 oh. Bien te alejas de mí, de siempre sola tanto estoy ahí. Es una guerra de toma y dame, cuéntame de eso que tiene ahí. Mira baby, no seas mala, no me dejes con las ganas. Se escucha en la calle que ya no me quiere, ven y dímelo en la cara.
Pregúntale a quien tú quieras, mira te juro que eso no es así. Yo nunca tuve una mala intención,
claro,
y nunca quise olvidarme de ti. Conmigo es, nunca se sabe, ya digo que no hay otro que sí.
Yo soy masoquista,
con mi cuerpo un egoísta.
eres puro, puro chantaje, puro, puro chantaje. Siempre es a tu manera.
Yo te quiero aunque no
Eres
quiera.
puro, puro chantaje, puro, puro chantaje. Vas libre como el aire.
No soy de ti ni de nadie.
Puedo con esa cadera, con ese movimiento siempre me entretiene. Sabe manipularme con esta de espera. Oye mami, dímelo.
Me dicen por ahí que andan haciendo y deshaciendo, que es algo que yo que te tengo ahí sufriendo, que solo lo sé yo, soy yo la que manda. No pare bola toda esa mala propaganda. Mira te juro que no corre al oído, no vaya a realizar lo que no sea torce.
Como un loco vivo tras de ti, muriendo por ti, bebé. Tú eres puro, puro chantaje, puro, puro chantaje. Siempre es a tu manera.
Yo te quiero aunque no
Tú eres
quiera.
puro, puro chantaje, puro, puro chantaje. Vas libre como el aire.
No soy de ti ni de nadie.
¡Vamos! Shakira, Shakira. I really didn't know that she could dance like this. She make a dance to speak Spanish. ¿Cómo se llama? Bonita. Sí. Ay, Shakira, Shakira.
Oh baby, when you talk like that, you made I go mad. So be wise and keep on reading the signs of my body. I'm on tonight, you know my hips don't lie. I decided you feel it's right. Come on, let's go, real slow.
Baby, like this is perfecto.
But you know I'm on tonight, my hips don't lie. I decided you feel it's right. Come on, let's go, real slow. Baby,
feel the conga. Let me see you move like you come from Colombia.
Mi vida en Barranquilla se baila. I'm on tonight, no hips don't lie, and the sun in your feel is right. Come on, let's go, baby, like this is
Perfecto.
But you know I'm on tonight, my hips don't lie, and the sun in your feel is right. Come on, let's go, baby,
Shakira, Shakira. Thank you so much. First of all, I want to thank the Embassy of Colombia, the Ambassador Victor Hugo, for having us here. Otra embajada. Thank you to the ICCR. Thank you to my bandmates. Raja on the bass. Chewang on the drum kit, la batería. Nitin on the congas. This guy didn't play. No. Vatsal on the piano. Belen on the clarinet and saxophone. Yeah. From Paraguay. My beautiful wife from Colombia. And Santiago. Here.
So you want other song or another show?
All right. But for this song, which is from my authorship, I would like you to sing along with us. Could you do that? Okay. This is pretty simple. It says like this. G minor. Ven pa' acá, ven pa' acá, ven pa' acá. Whoa, your turn.
Ven pa' acá, ven pa' acá, ven pa' acá.
Así fue que te vi bailando aquella noche por primera vez. Eran las 10, unos tragos y amanecimos piel con piel. Un café, hablamos de aquella noche que bien la pasé. Y tú también, rumbeando, mi cuerpo quiere más. Fue tan rico el momento, nos conectamos al tiempo. Ven y mueve ese cuerpo, es que lo quiero ya. Ven pa' acá, ven pa' acá, ven pa' acá. Whoa, ven pa' acá, ven pa' acá. Ven pa' acá, oh, ven pa' acá, pa' los latinos,
Ven pa' acá,
de todo el mundo.
ven pa' acá,
Oh, ven pa' acá, ven pa' acá, ven pa' acá. Oh. Puede que no te haga falta nada, aparentemente nada. Hawaii de vacaciones, de felicitaciones. Muy lindo en Instagram lo que posteas. Pa' que yo vea cómo te va, pa' que yo vea. Puede que no te haga falta nada, aparentemente nada. Hawaii de vacaciones, mis felicitaciones. Muy lindo en Instagram lo que posteas. Pa' que yo vea cómo la pasa de bien pero te hace mal. Y que ese amor no se compra con nada. Cuéntale a todos tus seguidores, dime que los tiempos de ahora son mejores. No creo que cuando te llame me ignores. Si después de ti ya no habrá más amores. Tú y yo fuimos uno, la semana llena te la desayuno. Jugábamos la juca, te pasaba el humo. Y ahora en esta guerra no gana ninguno. Y si tú me preguntas, ahí tienes culpa. A veces los problemas a uno se le juntan. Déjame hablar, por favor no me interrumpas. Si te hice algo malo, entonces discúlpame. La gente te lo va a creer, queda bien este papel, pero no eres feliz con él. Puede que no te haga falta nada, aparentemente nada. Hawaii de vacaciones, mis felicitaciones. Muy lindo en Instagram lo que posteas, pa' que yo vea cómo te va, pa' que yo vea. Puede que no te haga falta nada, aparentemente nada. Hawaii de vacaciones, mis felicitaciones. Muy lindo en Instagram lo que posteas, pa' que yo vea cómo la pasa de bien, pero te hace mal. Y que ese amor no se compra con nada. Yes. Well, thank you so much. Thank you, all the embassies, all the ambassadors, all the friends, Ambassador Jason, Ambassador Teodoro. Por aquí está el embajador de España, creo que lo veo. Claro que sí, está por aquí. Patricia, todos los conocidos. Muchas gracias por venir. Thank you so much. We'll see you the next time. Abacorao. Bye-bye.
That was a presentation by the group from Colombia. In the end, I invite the artists from Mr. Jorge Sade and Mr. Juan Carlos Escudero to kindly join us on the stage. Artists from Ecuador. I invite on stage Shri Kumar Tuhin, Director General of ICCR, Shri G.V. Srinivas, Additional Secretary, Ministry of External Affairs, Government of India, His Excellency Mr. Teodoro Maldonado, Ambassador of Ecuador, His Excellency Mr. Victor Echeverri, Ambassador of Colombia, to kindly come on stage and felicitate the wonderful artists of this evening. I request DGICCR Shri Kumar Tuhin to kindly felicitate the artists from Ecuador, Mr. Jorge Sade and Mr. Juan Carlos Escudero. I would now like to felicitate Mr. Santiago Ramirez Henao from Colombia. Ladies and gentlemen, with this we conclude the 4th edition of the Indo-Latin American Cultural Festival. But before we take leave, we'd like to inform you and invite you to the India International Dance and Music Festival here at Kamani from the 18th to the 20th of October. You're all welcome for that. On behalf of ICCR, I thank you all for being with us this evening. I think you all enjoyed the festival, the 2-day festival. Thank you once again. We take leave. Good night and namaskar.